What is up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Refining Perspectives, and I am Tobani Vumindaba. I'd like to urge you to please subscribe to our videos. The button is just here below. Look, just here. You can subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? Fed. Come on, subscribe. The button is here. Yeah, right now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And please, we'd like to keep the conversation going. So please do like, comment, and share this video so that we can keep the conversation going with your friends and your family. Without wasting no time, please, let's jump straight into today's episode.
Bravo!
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
For the longest of time, we have been taught that happiness is linked to our materialistic possessions.
Yeah.
We have been taught that for us, in order to find happiness, maybe we need to get that promotion at work. Maybe in order for you, if you're a lady, if you need to find happiness, first you need to get married.
Yeah.
But here in Refining Perspectives, both you and I, we hold this strong opinion that happiness is more than that. And
definitely.
we hold this opinion because we know that at the core of happiness, there is something that many people today are missing.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we will be talking about today. And that is contentment.
Contentment, eh?
So when I was looking up the word contentment
Yeah, bro.
on the internet and on my dictionary,
Yeah.
when I looked it up on Google, this is the definition that I found. A straightforward definition. It says, contentment, it is a state of happiness
Yeah.
and satisfaction.
Okay.
Just that.
And oh,
That's and you would think I expected something more.
Yeah.
Like, Google, come on.
like, why aren't
Are
you
you
throwing
kidding me?
3 lines or a
You're supposed to
paragraph?
give me like 3 lines
Yeah.
or something longer than that.
Yeah.
But that was the meaning, a state of happiness and satisfaction. And when we were speaking about this earlier on,
Yeah.
you said something that if then the definition says this,
Yeah.
then that means happiness is not what we have linked it to.
Yeah.
It's not found in what we have linked it to, which is
Yeah.
just things that are external.
Yeah.
But it is something that bubbles up from what is within
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about happiness in the 21st century,
Yeah.
I think for many people it's something that is a bit far-fetched,
Yeah.
something that they cannot really understand, because it's a concept that has been lost.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And perhaps maybe, bro, I'm trying to come to the point of asking, for you, what is contentment?
So, bro, for me, right, as you had said, our generation has been conditioned in terms of our mindset to always be on pursuit instead of looking from within.
Yeah.
And as you had defined contentment, you define it as a state of happiness and satisfaction.
Yeah.
So that state is found in you as a person.
Yeah.
It's not found externally.
Yeah.
And there's nothing externally that you could ever look for or find that will fill that up.
Yeah.
Bro. But it's just now we need to talk about, bro, how do we get to
that point
of contentment?
In fact, maybe before we even get to that point of contentment, maybe some person is asking, why should I even continue listening to this, because I don't find it relevant? What is the importance of even, or better yet, what are the dangers of not being content? And when I was looking this up before we recorded this episode, I came across something that they call the Hedonic Treadmill.
Wow.
And it dawned on me that this is the reason why in the 21st century, the days that we're living in, it's very important for us to have contentment. So what the Hedonic Treadmill actually states, it states that a person can attain things, but will always go back to a certain level of happiness. You get what I'm saying? So what basically happens is, if today you're going to say you are in a pursuit to get a car, tomorrow you're going to buy that car, but
you
in a month's time, that high that you have, you know, the excitement that you had is going to dial down. Then what is going to happen? You're going to want a brand new one. You're going to want the latest one. And we see that this is the reason why we are struggling in our days with you know, contentment.
Not to interject, bro, but what you're saying, I'm realizing something, that we being in constant pursuit of these highs it gets to become an expense to our reality. So we'd rather misuse our reality, right, so that we can attain what we want to attain. So the example that you made, right, of me purchasing a car, it may happen that realistically I don't afford that car, but because now I want that high, I would rather sacrifice my reality and live in this mirage. Can I tell you something, right? The benefits of contentment include a resilient mindset. What's a resilient mindset?
Elaborate.
A resilient mindset is a mindset, bro, that can lose everything and still be sound. A mindset that would not feel incomplete because of any lack of material possession.
So what you're basically saying, bro, that I can still not have a car and see my peers having and driving big cars. I can see my peers getting married, but I'm not married, but still find myself in a calm state of mind.
Because, bro, here's something that we need to understand. There are so many circumstances and conditions that are involuntarily occurring in our lives.
Things that you don't ask for, you don't invite into your life. Some of them you don't even have control over.
Exactly. So now our duty is to prepare ourselves to cultivate a content mindset in order for when those circumstances come our way, sibe right mindset. And I think that's what contentment is.
Because maybe the danger of not having that kind of mindset is that when now we face these unforeseen circumstances, we lose ourselves because our identity, we have derived it from those, our sense of happiness, we've derived it from maybe that state of ukuba ndinento ethile ndinento ethile ndinento ethile. Once I lose zonke izinto that my happiness is linked to, then my whole world comes crumbling down. So perhaps maybe what we are trying to say that these are some of the reasons why contentment is really important. Especially today we're living in a very volatile economy where something that happens in China, something that happens in the US can affect the economy in South Africa. Wake up today having a car and a house and everything, and then tomorrow find out that down the line within a month's time you are losing all of those things that you have attained. So if that's the case and your happiness is linked to those things, then won't you decide to just kill yourself?
That's true.
Maybe this is the reason why we find that there are the statistics when it comes to measuring suicide, it's rising. Suicide even not only among people who lack, but mostly now we see it even among people who are affluent, who have everything that they want because of lacking contentment.
And you know, bro, one thing that we need to understand is that contentment, right, goes along hand in hand with self-discipline. And the moment we start speaking of discipline, our generation, we run, bro. Because
the idea that we have when we talk about discipline, I think maybe we have been so traumatized by when we were growing up and our parents used to whip us. Right? So when someone talks about discipline, maybe that's the mindset that we have. But someone is going to stand there, a teacher is going to stand there with a switch, but that's not the reality of discipline. Discipline is much more than that, and it's very beneficial, bro.
No, exactly, bro. Because, bro, we need to understand the state we're in first and foremost. And that's a state where we were literally lusting over anything that looks better. That's our generation. When I see Tobani having a nice suit, nice blazer, I want that. I desire that.
I don't care what.
Now, I know, remember in grade 8 to grade 9, I remember we were taught your basic needs. Now, we don't even do those rain checks. Who needs now as a person? Suddenly, you ask me what are my needs, and I'm telling you luxuries.
If you ask me, I'm going to say I need an Apple Watch.
Yeah, I need an Apple Watch.
And you're bringing me, bro, to something. One of the things that I wanted us to talk about today briefly,
awesome.
Because I mentioned earlier on. This concept of the hedonic treadmill, whereby we find ourselves now pursuing things, and that captivates this consumerist environment and mentality that we already see in our generation. What happens is that now I'm losing my train of thought. What were you saying?
We were speaking about
So what ends up happening, bro, is that need and want.
Yeah, needs. Yeah, sorry.
When we talk about the hedonic treadmill, is that sometimes what makes this consumerist mentality to grow and oppress us is because we never take time to sit down. Maybe by this we are trying to get into how you can actually live and get to a point of being content. Here's what I'm saying. We are people who don't take time to ask ourselves questions like, do I really need it? Or are you just saying that to justify the pursuit for it? Because sometimes we pursue things and say, and we tell ourselves that we need it, but the reality is that no, you don't really need it. You just want it. So when you take that time to sit down and ask yourself, do I really need it?
That's true,
before even going and purchasing that thing, sit down for a week and when the money is there. When the money is there,
because you know,
it's again in contact to Sandocho. You see, but sit down and ask yourself, do I really need it? Man, there are multiple times where I've asked myself this question, and it has helped me a lot. DJ, sometimes I was going to take the last bit of money that I had for something that I had termed as I need it. But in kind, do I really? No, let me put it away.
Tobani, perhaps we're trying to say the mindsets together we are trying to cultivate, and also a culture we are trying to breed is a culture of longevity, a culture of not being short-sighted, a culture that looks into the future and becomes considerate of it. Sikwazi ukuphila lamhlanje, enjoy today, but also having foresight into the future. Because this thing of sijonge nje apha
right now,
right now, it makes us sacrifice our future. And it may happen that when we get there, we will have nothing to live and enjoy.
Sure. Really, and because Nyan Eonando is that what we are trying to cultivate is to bring people to a point of, as we said in the previous episodes of refining perspectives, that we wish the ideal goal is to get to a point whereby we have people who are intentional.
Tops,
you know why you are doing what you are doing, and you do it for the right reasons. So if we don't search, or rather we don't pursue contentment, then we will continue to become people who are swayed by things, who are swayed by the new trend, we are swayed by the new iPhone that has been that has just been released. And the few steps that maybe we can give in order for a person to come closer to living a life of contentment. One, I would say, my friend, my brother, my sister, wherever you are watching this video from, take some time, number one, and be grateful for the things that you already have.
Toban, and can I tell you something? You'll start being grateful for the gifts and the talents that you have, the strengths that you bring into a room before anything tangible you can hold. So as Muhlal, it starts with me looking within and being grateful for what I have as a person, because whatever gifts or talents or skill or whatever I possess can be beneficial to the next person, and that should be enough for me to be grateful.
And this goes well with what we're always saying, that you have to find your purpose. This is what we're speaking of. So, and number two, as we have just said, stop buying things that you don't need. Stop buying things that you don't need.
Easy as that.
It's easy as that. Ask yourself, do I need it, or do I just want it? And when you say that you need it, ask yourself again, am I saying that I need it just so that I can justify me spending money that I could have saved or invested on something else that would better my life? And then number 3, maybe I would say, take some time and also appreciate even the people around you.
Totally, yeah.
You know, bro,
Definitely.
sometimes the contentment that we are speaking about is not only just logged into the room of things.
Yeah, totally.
You know, sometimes we end up not being content even with our family members, with even the people around us.
True.
And these are the people who support us. These are the people who help us to
And
be
do you
where
know how
we
that
are.
happens, Tobbs, ne? It's because, Tobbs, the mindset that we have is a mindset expectations so high. And these standards are standards that don't even belong to us. Because remember, when I'm in pursuit of something that's external to fulfill me as a person, right, I end up having these ideas in my mind. So when I come even to you and I relate with you, I relate with you on the basis of my understanding of those things. I hope I'm making sense, bro. So now if you don't fit my idea of the latest GTI, the latest iPhone, the latest Apple Watch, I won't find a point of relating with you.
So, bro, let me just try to see if I understand what you're saying. What you're basically saying, if our mindset is being updated with what is latest and what is trending, and so if even maybe that's the reason why we see that even us as young people in our days, we easily undermine even our own parents. The parents who have worked hard to put us through schools and worked off their sweat, trying to get the best for us. But just because they don't have what our friends have, we just dismiss even their opinions, what they say. But this is the woman, this is the man that took you to school.
Sacrifice all that
now you speak Woolworths English because of her. But just because now I get linked to the now.
Oh wow, bro.
So really,
so maybe, bro, with what you're saying, you're actually saying that we judge the relevance of the people that we're meant to love based on how relevant the material things we are in pursuit of.
Do they? That's why then you'll find that even the people who have these things that we want so much will take their value and their ideas, opinions more highly than even the people that who have been there with us from the beginning. So we are really messed up. So we really need to become people who are content. And bro, you've said it well. Contentment can never exist without self-discipline. So maybe as we approach the end of today's episode, we try not to make this long. Is, as we have said, try to take your time. Ask yourself, do I really need it, or is it just a matter of me wanting it? Have gratitude. Appreciate the people who are around you, and appreciate already what you have, the skills that you already have. And lastly, I think it's really important that we can find some time to eliminate ezinye izinto on our timetables. We are very busy, bro. We are very busy. We are busy even when we are not busy. These cell phones is there too. They keep us busy. Even when we go to vacations, the city says lalini, see your power but your phone is there with you, disturbing your peace.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, you don't find time to be by yourself. Make time to be by yourself.
And bro, true happiness is really found in intangible things. Let's look for those intangible experiences. Right? Let's look out for those experiences we don't have to pay money for.
Exactly. Beautiful,
those things that
bro.
we can do for free. Let's do them. Let's enjoy them. Those things that can make us leave our phones and forget your phone for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Let's do those things.
And most of those things are the things that now have become not popular. Because today, if you're talking about happiness, it's not even about the people that you are spending time with. It's more about you and how you look, and that's why we always have our phones out taking selfies. There's nothing wrong with that.
Definitely.
I also do that. But be in the moment. Maybe at the essence of what I'm trying to say. Be in the moment. Don't leave. You know, while you are here, you are not even here.
Sure, that is crazy.
Your body is here, but you are not here.
So be in the moment. Enjoy this moment. Even if you're taking a selfie, be there.
Be there.
Take a selfie because you're there. Don't take a selfie because you're on Instagram.
You're thinking about the people on Instagram. yes, finally I'm going to have something to upload. They're going to see me. No, be in the moment. We do post. You do have an Instagram account. It's just here. You can follow us on Instagram. But it's more than that. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. We're not against social media. We're not against all these platforms. But use them well. Don't abuse them.
And perhaps, Tobani, as we close, I want to say that what we want is we want us to create a culture of consciousness. We want to be aware of ourselves and aware of the people that we have around us. You mentioned something so important of gratitude of the people that we have. The most important resource is human resources. It's not financial or materialistic capital. It's human capital. Tobani, we are here right now, and we maybe when they look at us, they probably see people who have got it all figured out financially or whatever. But that's not the case. It's far from it. But with what we have contributed to make the space. And for anyone that is watching or listening, we want you to join into this conversation. Please. Let's keep this conversation going. We want to carry on speaking on these thoughts that are provoking. We don't want you to listen to us and be comfortable in your seat. We want you to listen to us and be provoked to think further.
Wow, perfect way of ending today's episode of Refining Perspective. What we're talking about is contentment. And maybe for everyone who's watching, just to recap, we talked about how you can attain happiness. Number one, have gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you have, the skills that you have. Number two, ask yourself, do I really need it? Stop buying things that you don't need. And lastly, again, it's all about gratitude and also being in the moment. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. 100%. So, as Buhlali said, guys, please join in on the conversation. Leave your comments down in the comment section. And you can also touch us up on Facebook and Instagram. My name is Tobani Vumindaba.
This is Buhlali Buzani.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Up until next time, cheers.